If you really knew who I am, you would understand. You have never lacked anything, because everything that is mine already belongs to you. My beloved child, I did not create you to abandon you in this stormy world. I did not create you just to watch you struggle with the worries of tomorrow. I want you to know something that no one can take away from you. Do you know when I sat on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, I did not just call my disciples to serve me. I called them into my love, into my power, into my endless inheritance of love. And that was not just for them, it was for you too. The world teaches you, you must be good to be loved. You must have to give. But I'm not like that. Before you could do anything, before you could even pronounce my name properly, I chose you. I did not wait for you to be perfect before I gave you my share, because true love has no conditions. Do you see the fields, the birds flying, wildflowers that bloom without anyone caring for them? They live by the grace of my Father, and my Father is also your Father. Do you worry about lack? My child, if I have peace, you have it too. If I have eternal life, you will inherit it too. If I have the power to overcome death, you will also be raised from failures, losses, days that seem like the end. Sometimes you think, why is God so silent? I pray, but I see nothing. I understand, for I too cried out in the Garden of Gethsemane, Father, if it is possible, take this cup from me. I too was lonely, sweated blood, trembled like you. But then I stood up, and because I am risen, you can stand up too, because everything that is mine is yours. I do not just bless, I am the blessing. I do not just help you survive. I want you to live in abundance, not in material abundance, but in abundance of faith, peace, freedom of heart, in a world that is always forcing you to struggle. Have you ever seen the look I gave Peter when he denied me 3 times? It was not a reproachful look. It was a look of love, even though his heart was weak. That look is also looking at you. No matter how many times you turn your back, I still call you my child. I know there are days when you are strong, but there are also days when you laugh and talk to everyone, but your heart is as empty as a dry desert. There are nights when you lie facing the wall, asking yourself over and over again, Lord, do you hear me? Do you see me? Do you really love me? I see. I hear every heavy breath you take. Every tear that falls silently on your pillow, I know. Every fear you dare not tell anyone, I understand. You do not have to pretend to be okay in front of me. I did not come to judge you. I came to be with you, at your weakest. Have you ever heard the story of the prodigal son? That son asked his father for his share of the inheritance, then left home, living wildly and recklessly until he had nothing left but a worn-out body, an empty stomach, and a weary soul. But you know what? The moment he turned around to come home, his father ran to meet him. No questions asked, no waiting for an apology. Just the sight of his child was enough for the father to wrap him in a full embrace. I am that father, and you, no matter how far you've gone, are the child I've been waiting for. Even when you turn your back on me, I've never turned mine on you. What I have to give, it's not some distant, unreachable thing. It's peace in the storm, light in the darkness, hope in despair, faith when there's nothing left to hold on to. I won't promise that your life will be without pain, but I promise this. In your pain, you will never be alone. I'll walk with you, hold your hand, carry you over the roughest paths, because what's mine, I now give to you. I do not keep a record of your wrongs. I don't count the number of times you've fallen. I only remember the times you cried when no one understood. I only recall the moments you whispered, Lord, I'm so tired. Do you know that once I met a woman by a well? She was outcast, shamed, judged by her community. She had been with many men, No one believed in her, but I didn't avoid her. I sat down, spoke with her, listened, and then I gave her water. Not from the well, but from heaven, living water, forgiveness, true worth. And I want to say the same thing to you. You don't have to keep searching. I have everything, and I'm ready to give it all to you. You're allowed to be weak. You're allowed to not understand everything. You're allowed to start over, and you're allowed to rest in my arms. You don't have to prove your worth to me. I'm the good shepherd. I know each of my sheep by name, and I won't let a single one be lost. You see, some carry the name Christian, but have hearts of stone. Others may have never stepped into a church, yet their hearts are soft, ready to open the door for me to enter. I make no distinction. If I have light, you can shine. If I have love, you can love the unlovable. If I have eternal life, you don't need to fear death. You don't have to fear being forgotten. You don't have to wear yourself out trying to prove your value. You just need to come to me, open your heart and say, I believe. Even if part of me still doubts, I still believe. And I will embrace you like a father holds his long-lost child. When I was crucified, the nails didn't just pierce my hands. They pierced your pain too. When my blood was poured out, it was poured out to wash away every sin you've ever committed. When I cried, it is finished, I was telling you, there is no more separation. You can come to me anytime, like a child returning home to their father. When you're hurting, I am your comfort. When you're confused, I am your direction. When you're broken, I am your healing. When you're lost, I am your way home. When you're out of strength, I am the breath that keeps you going. Look for me right in the middle of your mess, in your chaos, in the moment you're most disappointed with yourself. And finally, remember this, I'm not just your redeemer, I am your companion, your safe harbor, the heartbeat that beats with yours. What belongs to me also belongs to you. Every second, every minute, every smile, every tear. I want to share it all with you. Because I love you, I came. Because I love you, I wait. And because I love you, I will never leave your side. My beloved child, you know, many people think I dwell far away, up in the heavens on white clouds and golden palaces. But I gave up all that glory to step down, to walk through dust, to sit and eat with sinners, to touch the leper, to embrace those who've spent their whole lives with their heads bowed low. I couldn't just watch you cry from heaven and do nothing. So I came, not with power and splendor, but in the form of a friend, a quiet companion walking beside you, even when you didn't realize it was me. Sometimes you ask, Lord, why didn't you say anything when I was falling apart? But I did speak, through the comforting words of a friend you barely noticed, through the gentle morning light peeking through your window, through the song that calmed your storm-tossed heart. But you've been caring too much for too long. You've grown used to holding everything in. And so you didn't hear my whisper, don't be afraid, I'm here. My child, if a mother can't forget her own child, how could I, the one who wove your soul together, ever forget you? Your name is carved into the palm of my hand. Every time I reach out in love, I see it there. When I was nailed to the cross, it wasn't iron that held me there. It was my love for you. You are an eternal memory in my heart. Even if the world forgets you, betrays you, casts you aside, I still remember. I still choose you. I still keep my promise. And now I want you to walk forward, free from the chains of fear. I am the wholeness for every place you feel broken. I am the strength when you are weak. I am your legs when you can no longer stand. You are no longer defined by your past, no longer bound by what others said, no longer a victim of circumstances, failures, or old wounds. Now you are an heir. You've You've been invited to the banquet of grace. You are the one I've placed a new robe on, a ring on your hand, and declared, "This is my child." Let's rejoice, for they were lost and now are found. And I want you to learn to see the world through my eyes. You look at yourself and see flaws, but I look at you and see potential. You see brokenness all around, but I see people worthy of saving, worthy of love. So look at others with compassion. Live with a heart that stays open, because when you live like I do, you'll see that. True joy doesn't come from holding on, but from giving away. Not just in receiving love, but in learning to love as I have loved you. And yes, love yourself too, but not in a selfish way. Loving yourself doesn't mean spoiling yourself. It means honoring the value I placed in you. It means not speaking poorly about yourself, not allowing anyone to place a value on you that's less than what I've declared, not locking your soul in a box of shame. I made you with my own hands, with my breath. You are not a copy. You are one of a kind, and you can live a full life when you realize you don't have to be anyone else. Just yourself in my arms. And if you're still alive today, it means this: I'm not done writing your story. Even if you've been through many cold winters, even if your heart has grown numb, even if there are days when you feel like there's nothing left to hope for, I'm still writing. A new chapter is coming, one where you'll learn to love again, laugh again, believe again, and finally know you never lost your worth. Have you ever thought every tear you shed, I also shed? Every time your heart breaks, I also feel that pain? Because I took on the human condition to understand everything from the inside, not just observe from the outside. I have been tired, sad, betrayed, lonely, scared to the point of sweating blood in the Garden of Gethsemane. Not to experience being human, but to share everything you go through, from happiness to the depths of pain. So don't think I'm only there when you're strong. Even when you scream in silence, I'm resting my head on your shoulder. Even when you're on your knees, desperate, unable to pray out loud, at that very moment, I'm praying for you. I give you forgiveness unconditionally. Do you ever look back at your past and feel your heart break? The things you wish you had never done, the words you wish you could take back, the people you have hurt, or those who have hurt you so much that you thought you were no longer whole enough to love anyone else. I know everything, and I want you to know that I have taken all the blame on my own body. I do not judge your past. I only ask you one thing. Do you want to start over with me? You do not need to deal with your sins. You do not need to try to do good deeds to make up for your mistakes. I do not need you to struggle to be worthy. I need you to come, honestly, with a broken heart. And once I have forgiven you, you do not need to live like a person under sentence for the rest of your life, because my forgiveness is also yours. The world teaches you that happiness lies in having more. Money, status, recognition. But why do you feel empty the more you have? I am different. My joy is a joy that is not dependent on circumstances. It does not come from outside, but flows from within. It is a peace so deep that even if the world shakes, your heart will not be shaken. My joy does not make you laugh out loud for a few minutes, then feel depressed all night. It makes you live mindfully, gratefully, and with a light heart. I give it to you, completely free. No need to buy it, no need to deserve it. Just be near me, because I hold nothing good back from the one you love. And I love you. I also give you the power to live as a free person, not the kind of freedom to do whatever you want, not the kind of freedom to indulge, but true freedom. Freedom from fear, from the feeling of worthlessness, from the pressure to please people, and you will also share in my future. It's not just today. It's not just healing old wounds. I also offer you a future. No more tears, no more death, no more separation. There you will no longer worry about losing anyone. No more fear of tomorrow. No more feeling abandoned. No more pain of broken promises. There I will wipe away all your tears, and you will know everything I have ever said is true, and you have not loved a God who loves you to the end. What is mine is no longer far away. I am placing in your hands right now a gift. You just need to receive it. And when you receive it, you will understand. I have not come only to save you from evil, but to bring you into something better than you ever dreamed. My beloved child, do you remember the first time you felt yourself falling? Not falling because of external obstacles, but the silent falling inside. When you looked around and saw that no one understood you, when your dream was crushed, when you clearly saw that you were lost, really lost. I was there. No noise, no intrusion, just sitting quietly beside you, like a friend who asked for nothing. You did not see me because your tears covered it. You did not hear me because your pain deafened your heart. But I was there, really close enough to hear every beat of your broken heart. And I want to tell you, there is no moment in your life that is meaningless. If you let me in, even the failures, even the broken relationships, even the mistakes you wanted to deny, even the years that seem wasted. If you put your hand in mine, I will weave all those broken pieces into a story that can heal others. I will not erase the memory. I will sanctify it so that you will no longer be afraid to repeat it, because each time you repeat it, you will see how my hand saved you. I am in every fear you dare not name. You are afraid of losing someone you love. You are afraid of being left alone. You are afraid of growing old without anyone needing you. You are afraid of dying without leaving anything meaningful behind. You are afraid of living without anyone really understanding who you are. I know, for I too was abandoned. Right on the cross, I cried out, "Father, why have you forsaken me? Do you think I do not understand the feeling of being utterly alone? Number, I have gone before you in every shiver, every cold night, and so I did not come to teach you how to hide your fear, but to embrace it with you. I do not promise that you will never be afraid again, but I promise that when you are afraid, you will not be alone, because your fear is also what I carry in my heart, and my peace, I have left it to you. When you are lost, I am the compass. You have stood at a crossroads, not knowing where to go. You have prayed, Lord, if you are real, please show me a sign. And when you saw nothing, you thought I was silent. But my child, sometimes silence is the answer. I am teaching you to walk not only with your eyes, but with your faith. Because if everything were always clear, why would you need me? Remember, I do not lead you to easy places, but always to worthy places. And sometimes you will understand that the path is not about right or wrong, but about where I walk with you. Just put your hand on your heart and ask yourself sincerely, are you walking with God? If so, even if the road is winding, you will reach your destination. When you lose a loved one, I am the one who wipes away your tears. I know there are pains that cannot be soothed by words. That person leaves, taking a part of your heart with him. And from then on, you live with a void that no one can replace. I am not quick to say, all things work together for good, because I know, at that moment, you just need someone to cry with. And I am the one who cries with you, as I cried at Lazarus's tomb. I am not ashamed of tears, because I am the one who knows pain, loss, and sorrow. I will not let you drown in regret forever. I will dry your tears, and you will smile again. Not because you have forgotten the dead, but because you know that they are in my arms. and I hold them safer than anyone else in the world. And when you lose yourself, I am the one who seeks only because you were created by me, only because you are the one I love, not after you have changed, but even when you are lost. I left the 99 sheep just to find you alone. And when I found you, I did not say, "You are so stupid. Where did you go?" I just held you close and said, "I am glad you have returned." And that is my love for you. A love that is without calculation, without conditions. You were not born to exist temporarily in this life as a shadow. You were born with a sacred purpose, for I placed my own dream in your heart. Before your mother conceived you, I saw you. Before your first breath, I called you by name. Not the name on your birth certificate, but the name I call you with love. Do you think that the deepest desires in your heart are your own? Number. It was I who planted those desires. The desire to live authentically. The desire to be free. The desire to love without pretending. The desire to do something meaningful in this world. Something bigger than yourself. All of these I have placed in you because I did not create you to live a life of indifference. You are my poetry, not a test version, but I know. This life can easily make you forget your sleep dream. As you grow up, you are taught to be realistic, to know what is right, to be content, to stop daydreaming. And gradually you bury your dreams. Instead of living, you begin to exist. Instead of burning, you begin to fade. But my child, my fire within you is not so easily extinguished. With just one breath of my breath, that fire will burn again. And I am here to call back the original dream. I do not need you to do great things according to the world's standards. I need you to live as I created you to be. Because when you live as you were born, you will liberate others. The world does not need more old-fashioned successful people. The world needs people who live truly, love truly, believe truly, and walk with a heart that is burning. I also give you one more thing. My body, no, not my body on the cross, that I gave up then. It is my living body today, the church. Do you think the church is a place of worship, a building, a ritual? No, my child, the church is a family, where you are called by your true name, where you do not need to wear a mask, where you can break down, fall down, get up, and still be loved. I do not want you to walk this journey alone. I have placed spiritual brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers to walk with you. They may disappoint you, but in that imperfection, I forge you and I forge them. And together you will be my living body in the world, not to rule, but to serve, not to stand out, but to love in silence. You are an heir, not a hired hand. Do not think of yourself as working for God. I do not need soldiers. I need children. The hired hand works only to receive wages. The son lives to receive an inheritance. My inheritance is not money, position, applause. It is my presence, eternal life, the power to love and forgive without limits, eternal joy in the midst of a chaotic world. My beloved child, if these words touch your heart, it is not by chance. It is because I am calling you, gently, silently, but earnestly. I do not need you to give me anything in return, but if this love awakens something in you, do not keep it to yourself. Leave a comment, like a whispered yes, so that I know you are still there, still yearning for the sacred. Please press share, not because I need to be famous, but because there is someone out there who needs a ray of light, a reminder, a little hope, just like you right now. And if you feel any warmth from these words, then leave a like a small hug for the love that I give. Do not take those little things lightly, because it may be the very thing that paves the way for another heart to be healed. I never force you to do anything, but I always invite you with love. If you are ready, let this light continue to spread to everyone. I am still here, still waiting, and I will never stop loving you.